For more than 50 years, humans did not travel to the moon or even near it. The last such mission happened during the Apollo program in the early 1970s. Since then, space missions have continued, but human journeys into deep space stopped. That changed with Artemis II. Last week, astronauts returned safely to Earth after traveling to the moon's vicinity. The crew of Artemis II splashed down in the Pacific Ocean after nearly 10 days in space. It marked the first time in decades that humans had gone so far from the Earth and come back. Recovery teams reached the capsule quickly. The astronauts were taken out safely from the Orion capsule and a chopper airlifted them to a nearby ship. Soon after, they returned to land, where they were welcomed back. This safe return was important. But to understand why this mission matters, we need to look at what Artemis II set out to do. The mission launched on 1st April from Cape Canaveral, Florida, aboard NASA's Space Launch System rocket. On board were 4 astronauts: Reid Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Artemis II was designed as a crewed test flight. It was not meant to land on the moon. Instead, its goal was to test whether humans can travel to deep space, go around the moon, and return safely. After launch, the spacecraft first orbited Earth twice. Then, it moved towards the moon on a path that took it deeper into space than any human mission in recent history. During the journey, the astronauts traveled about 694,000 miles in total. At one point, they reached 252,756 miles away from Earth, setting a new record for the farthest distance traveled by humans. The spacecraft flew around the moon at a distance of about 4,000 miles above its surface. It also passed behind the moon, where communication with Earth was temporarily lost. This mission was also historic for the crew. Victor Glover became the first black astronaut to travel to the moon's vicinity. Christina Koch became the first woman, and Jeremy Hansen the first non-American to take part in such a mission. As the spacecraft moved through deep space, the crew got a rare view of Earth.
When we saw Tiny Earth, people asked our crew what impressions we had. And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
Even bigger than my challenge trying to describe what we went through, the gratitude of seeing what we saw, doing what we did, and being with who I was with, it's too big to just be in one body.
Being far from Earth also brought a personal side to the mission.
No one knows what the families went through, man. This was not easy. Being 200,000 plus miles away from home, like before you launch, it feels like it's the greatest dream on Earth. And when you're out there, you just want to get back to your families and your friends. It's a special thing to be a human, and it's a special thing to be on planet Earth. Thank you.
After completing their journey around the moon, the astronauts began their return to Earth. This phase tested the spacecraft under extreme conditions. As the Orion capsule re-entered Earth's atmosphere, it faced very high speeds and temperatures. For several minutes, communication with the spacecraft was lost, which is a normal but risky part of such missions. Once contact was restored, parachutes deployed to slow the capsule before it landed safely in the ocean. This successful return proved that the spacecraft can handle deep space travel. It also showed that NASA is ready to move forward. Artemis II followed the earlier Artemis I mission in 2022, which tested the spacecraft without a crew. Together, these missions are preparing for future landings on the moon. The larger goal of the Artemis program is to send humans back to the moon and build a long-term presence there. This is also seen as a step towards future missions to Mars.
The path to the lunar surface is open, but the work ahead is greater than the work behind us. It always will be. 53 years ago, humanity left the moon. This time we return to stay. Let us finish what they started.
But this mission is also happening at a time of political and financial challenges in the United States. President Donald Trump congratulated the crew after their safe return. On Truth Social, Trump posted, "Next step Mars." At the same time, NASA has been dealing with budget pressures. The Trump administration's recent proposals have suggested cutting billions of dollars from its science programs, along with reductions in workforce. Experts believe these decisions could affect future missions and timelines. This creates a contrast. On one hand, Artemis II shows technical success and renewed ambition. On the other, the program depends heavily on political support and funding. Alongside the United States, other countries are also moving forward in lunar exploration. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission is one such example. In 2023, it successfully landed near the moon's south pole, an area believed to contain water ice. This marked a major achievement for India's space program. Artemis II did not land on the moon, but it achieved its main objective. It proved that humans can travel to the moon's vicinity and return safely. So, the journey has started again, and this time, the goal is not just to reach the moon, but to go even further. That's all in this edition of Connecting the Dots. We'll see you in the next episode with more raging issues. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us in the Delhi newsroom. This is Munmun Bhattacharya signing off. Take care and stay safe.